All right. Well, hello. I'm Michael Spears with Center Counseling Services, and welcome you here. It's a kind of a rainy Thursday evening, but a wonderful opportunity to give you all an overview of something that I find incredibly beneficial, not only personally, but in my professional life as well. And that is therapeutic lifestyle changes. What those are they are basically things that we do daily that have been proven to decrease symptoms of anxiety, symptoms of depression, and really overall help an individual become more confident and really get on a much better routine, something that is incredibly important now that we're in self-isolation, we're doing online learning, a lot of new experiences that we may have had a really good routine at the beginning of the semester, and here we find ourselves scrambling, trying to think, how do we make it through the next month? What I'd like you to do, if you have a few minutes, hang with me. I'll go over some things that are common sense, but also have been proven through research to help with adjustment, to help with mood, again, decreasing anxiety, something that is incredibly prevalent, not only because it's late April, but also because of what we're facing with COVID-19 and significant individual issues that we each face daily. So what I'd like to do, I'm going to bring up a PowerPoint that I've shared with RAs, with others over the years. And I'd like you to kind of take note, think about what areas you feel like you could benefit from by paying attention to, being mindful of. It's a lot. We don't expect you to change all of this at once, but if you can pick one, two, maybe three things to focus on, say for the next week, it'll make a significant difference in how you feel and hopefully how you're doing overall. So let's do that. What we have here is, again, just a little bit about what are TLCs. And like I said, just daily decisions that you make that really impact your overall wellness and as well as your physical and mental health. The big 10 of them, there are more, but the big 10 that I usually focus on are the first three, which are considered the pillars of mental health. That would be sleep, diet, exercise. But we also have social relationships, cognitive challenges, as you see, positive thinking, belief, spirituality, contribution and service, time management, study skills, and meditation, relaxation. With each of those, again, research has just shown that the more that we adhere to a more positive routine with each, the more positive we feel overall, the better we feel overall. First is sleep. Again, this is something that you're completely familiar with, something that hopefully now you can get a little bit more of as opposed to being on campus, but usually a full rest for college age students. You're looking at traditional college age students, 18 to 22, probably not 8 to 9 hours. But why that's so important is then at these moments, this is when new neural pathways begin to connect. You wake up well rested, you're going to be better focused. If we can, all of us can think of times when we've woken up with not enough sleep or slept restlessly. And in those moments, you're a little more irritable, you can't really focus, your memory is not as good. A good night's rest is going to take care of a lot of issues in those regards. As I had said before, the thing that you certainly want to do is have a routine. It's very important. It doesn't matter whether bedtime's 9, 10, 11, even midnight. Stay on a routine that you can be consistent. Stay on a routine that you can fall asleep around a certain time and wake up around a certain time. And what I have down here as well is sometimes students come in and they're having trouble falling asleep. The obvious questions are, well, are you on your screen? Again, there's enough research to show that the blue light and numerous factors kind of make it difficult to fall asleep if you're looking at your computer screen, even if you're reading on a Kindle or a laptop or a phone, I encourage students to pick up a book and read. If you can't fall asleep, pick up a book, read. If you get tired, turn the light off, try again. Um, some other things with sleeping, as you can see here, you don't want to necessarily eat, drink before bed. You certainly want to limit alcohol, nicotine, caffeine. All of those will disrupt your sleep. Um, and um, Right now, if I have here, communicate with your roommate about expectations. You may want to let your family know. If you have younger siblings, older siblings, some of them may have different expectations at this time, but be clear that, hey, I need rest. I need this time to really recharge. The other is diet and nutrition. I mean, you've heard your entire life that you are what you eat, and that's true. What we encourage people to do is eat whole foods, not highly processed foods. Um, Research has shown again and again how gut bacteria may influence mood or exacerbate mental health issues. So just being incredibly mindful, particularly when there's a lot going on and there's a huge susceptibility to for anxiety, again, for symptoms of depression, that you're very mindful of what you eat. And just some things to keep in mind. Um, you want to try to snack healthy. Apples are a tremendous snack. Again, as far as nutrition, you want to avoid alcoholic beverages, particularly in times when you're overwhelmed, stressed, you have a lot to do. Supplements are great. There's been research how helpful they are, but I haven't come across anything that indicate that they're not helpful. The one that comes up time and again is fish oils. You want to be mindful to look for ones with omega-3 fatty acids. If so yes. The other, exercise. Again, we're still at the pillars of mental health: sleep, nutrition, and exercise. What it does is it gives us a moment, it gives us a break, it starts to produce positive chemicals in the brain. You begin to feel better about yourself. So there's times too that I've encouraged others. If you have a test, if you have a presentation, if you have time, an hour before, and we may have time be able to do this a little easier now, but take a long walk, exercise, do something about an hour before that's active. And that way you build up you can start to get those endorphins flowing. You're feeling better. You're feeling more confident. Some other additional benefits of it, as you can see here, if you do exercise, time and again, I've seen that exercising in the morning or early afternoon is best. Really, if you exercise at any point, tremendous. But also, it doesn't necessarily need to be sprinting, heavy weightlifting. It can be a brisk walk for 45 minutes, just something to get the heart rate a little bit up. And, certainly tell yourself that it can be fun. For me, I have to remind myself that I feel better after. I don't know if I've convinced myself it's fun yet, but whatever you can do to get motivated and to do that. And again, a huge way of doing that is just reminding yourself, oh, I'll feel so much better if I can just fit this into my routine. Social relationships. Research has shown that absolutely your social relationships really impact how you feel about yourself, your outlook. Of course, the more positive individuals you surround yourself with, that's going to rub off on you. So really trying to be mindful and attentive to relationships. I hear a lot of good stories of people still connecting through social media, phone calls, whatever it may be. In these times that we can't be with another individual, it's really important. I know at times there's hesitation to make that initial contact to reach out. I encourage you to do that. Don't hold back because you're worrying you're bothering anyone. The worst thing they can say is they don't have time to talk. But I do encourage you to stay connected with others. Just a few things about making and keeping friendships. Feel free to pause if you like. And there's three dimensions of social connectedness I often go over. There's intimate, relational, and collective. As you can see here, you can read over that also. Homesickness is not going to apply. Ways to resolve conflict as well, if you'd like to take a look at that. So the other that often doesn't come up with center college students is cognitive challenges. You all are already doing that. Congratulations. It is important I add it in there because it's reinforcing that we encourage you to be lifelong learners. Certainly, even after graduation, again, this really helps create new neural networks in the brain and is something that has been proven to really help with memory and cognitive health. As part of that, time management is incredibly important, especially if you have a susceptibility to anxiety. The more that you're aware of what's coming up, the more that your day is planned out, quite often the better prepared you feel. And the better prepared you feel, the more self-efficacy you have. Like, okay, I can do this. I can handle these A, B, C, D things I have to do today. So also think about not only when you're in your planner and you're scheduling your routine and you're writing things down, working on time management, that you think about, okay, what subject do I do better in the morning? What subject what I do better in the afternoon? In the evening, maybe math isn't the best thing to do in the evening or something incredibly intricate. Maybe do something more creative then. Just think about and this is really unique again to an individual, but really think about what fits your schedule and when you think you can get things done that fit your routine and fit your style. Meditation relaxation is huge. There's so many different ways of approaching this. You can have your silent meditation. You can listen to guided imagery or visualizations while you're practicing deep breathing. You could do yoga. If you play an instrument for fun, maybe not just working for a lesson, but just play. Taking a walk could be helpful. Hiking outdoors. There's a number of things that you can do that can help. That can kind of fit the mode of meditation and relaxation. So find what fits you. And I know now we're kind of confined to what our environments, but certainly take a look around, see what you can do. Even a walk around the block can be incredibly helpful and help with, and hopefully relaxing. And again, I always bring up nature as a part of that. I've read time and again how getting outdoors can help with mood. And hopefully, if you don't have something nearby, hopefully trails open up again soon so we can get out and we can hike. Again, research has shown, and this is a no-brainer, that positive thinking, optimism, having an optimistic outlook can help with mood, can help us feel better. So I guess at times you hear fake it till you make it, but maybe there's some truth behind that. And so really, if you journal, if you do things that are kind of a part of your routine of reflection, see if you can steer it to the positive. There is a time and place for really processing difficult things, but if you can, write about where you want to be at the end of this, write about how you're going to get through this and what steps you're going to take. Those things can really help us in difficult times. And beliefs and spirituality. Again, this is a wide range of things that can fit into this, but it does help promote optimism to be able to put faith, to put belief into something that is some type of dogma that is positive, that is really for the greater good. Many people find it very uplifting, connect with it. So whatever it is that you connect with your life with this, I encourage you to reflect and maybe begin to intentionally include this in your routine. Contribution and service. Now's the time. If you're making mask, make mask. If you're Getting food for the elderly, get food for the elderly. Really in times of certainly now, and when things are so uncertain, when so many people are suffering, um, helping others can be a great way that you can feel like you're contributing and not just sitting around worrying, but actively doing something that's incredibly important in whatever way that is. All of us can't go get groceries for others. Some of us have to stay indoors. But think about a way that you can reach out, even if it's just contacting a family that you hadn't spoke to in a little while, just connecting on those levels, engaged. So if you want to discuss this further, again, I have a workshop on Tuesdays at 10:30. Certainly, also though, if you think you would like to um, contact us for a session, you see the email. Currently, we're doing telehealth. We're using WebEx. We can also call by phone if that's better for your situation. But if you are interested in this, if you feel like you are struggling a bit, I encourage you to reach out and just keep in mind that center counseling is there for you. We're still around. We're still doing our counseling thing. And I appreciate your time. Stay strong. Try out some of these therapeutic lifestyle changes. Stay strong. We miss you here. The campus is lonely without you, but we're hoping to see you soon. Everyone, take care.